I'm calling the City Council meeting to order on May 16th, 2019 at 1 o'clock p.m. The City Clerk will now take roll.
Mayor Bach,
Present.
Councilmember Crosby,
Present.
Councilmember Esquivel,
Present.
Councilmember Johnson,
Present.
Councilmember Klug,
Present.
Councilmember McClinton,
Present.
Councilmember Tyler.
Hi, my name is Hannah Ruffner and I live in Riverview. Summerfest is quickly approaching and I notice it keeps getting bigger and better. Mayor, please thank the Recreation Department and all of their city departments for ensuring successful Summerfest. Can you please give us some information for this year's events?
This year's Summerfest will be held Friday, June 14th, Saturday, June 15th, and Sunday, June 16th. On Friday the 14th, there will be a mob opera at 7 p.m. Ray Street Park will be performing at 9 p.m. Fireworks will be held at 10 p.m. On Saturday the 15th, there will be a high school and middle school bands performing at noon. A Riverview Has Talent show from 1 to 2 p.m. Cardboard boat races at 4 p.m., a tug of war at 5 p.m., a Summit 5K run at 7 p.m., and an Atomic Radio from 7 p.m. to 11 p.m. I would like to thank Caesar Capital Management for sponsoring Summerfest this year as well.
Thank you.
Hello, my name is Erin Hoagland and I live in Riverview. Memorial Day is coming up and I am so proud to be a resident when I see the American flags displayed around the reflection pond. It's a beautiful sight and worth the amount of work the city invests in it. Mayor, please tell the Recreation Department, city workers, and American Legion Post 389 that the memorial flag display is a gem for Riverview.
Thank you. I will pass this on.
Hi, my name is Jordan
Yes, Councilmember Klug.
How likely is it that the device will malfunction?
There has not been a single known incident of the Lucas 3 systems malfunctioning since it was put on the market.
Mayor,
Yes, Councilmember Tyler.
has this system been used in other cities? And if so, has it been successful?
Yes, very successful in neighboring cities.
Mayor,
Yes, Councilmember McClinton.
when was the system put on the market?
It was put on the system around 5 years ago.
Are there any more questions at this time?
Mayor,
Yes, Councilmember Crosby.
you said that we would only be getting one and there's 2 rigs. How would we go about deciding which one gets which if both are being sent out?
Well, when dispatch sends the information to the station, if a case has information saying the patient has cardiac arrest or a similar issue that would need it, on the rig that is going out to that location is where the device would be loaded onto.
Are there any more questions at this time?
Mayor,
Yes, Councilmember Johnson.
do you believe that people will donate for this cause?
Yes, I do. In fact, up in a northern city, there was a woman who single-handedly bought one for a city and donated it.
Are there any more questions at this time? Do I have a motion to accept?
I motion to accept.
All right. The motion to accept was made by Councilmember Esquivel and Councilmember Klug simultaneously. City Clerk Lane, please take roll for voting now.
Councilmember Tyler,
Yes.
Mayor Bach,
Yes.
Councilmember Crosby,
Yes.
Councilmember Esquivel,
Yes.
Councilmember Johnson,
Yes.
Councilmember Klug,
Yes.
Councilmember McClinton.
Yes.
Motion passed.
The proposal is passed. We will now hear the next proposal. From Community Development, request to change the zoning from an N2 general industrial to a PSP public semi-public zone.
Ms. Mendez, will you please do your proposal?
Thank you. We at the Community Development Department, we would like to change the zoning from an M2 general industrial zone to a PSP public semi-public zone to allow a performing arts center to be built on the vacant street across Cross Street from the high school. This would allow students to come and there'd be an art studio, a snack shop, a small auditorium, and a dance room. This would be open during school and after school, and you could help hold activities at this place.
The floor is now open for discussion.
Mayor,
Yes, Councilmember Klug.
if other schools in the Riverview community wanted to use this facility, how would they get there during the school hours?
We would have certain classes during the school that would bus them over, or they could drive.
Mayor,
Yes, Councilmember Tyler.
will this area be supervised by teachers or students?
Yes, we would want one teacher and the rest be students. They would have to have special training to work at this facility, though.
Mayor,
Yes, Councilmember Esquivel.
since Riverview is a school of choice school, would it be possible for students out of the city of Riverview to go and attend this dance school?
Right now, we are not sure about that, but I'm pretty sure yes.
Mayor,
Yes, Councilmember Tyler.
do we believe that this will draw students from other areas and other cities to the Riverview school system?
Yes, we don't have that many performing arts centers, so this one, and especially since it's right across the street from the school, it will be very popular.
Mayor,
Yes, Councilmember Crosby.
do you think this would be a problem with high schoolers being high schoolers?
No, I do not. If they have special training, and I think that they would be fine.
Mayor,
Yes, Councilmember Klug.
this is a question for the city attorney. If something bad were to happen at the facility, would we be covered by insurance or would we be able to be sued for it?
If there was a waiver that these students have signed, then we would not be eligible to be sued, but if not, we would be eligible to be sued.
Mayor,
Yes, Councilmember Crosby.
will this facility be open during the summer?
Yes, it will be.
Are there any more questions at this time?
Mayor,
Yes, Councilmember Johnson.
how long do you estimate that the changing of the zones would take?
It takes around 3 months, and after that, we would estimate our budget.
Mayor,
Yes, Councilmember Crosby.
what exactly would be at the facility?
We would like to have an art studio, a snack shop, a small auditorium, and a dance room. and just an area for open to students to hang out during lunch or after school and have special activities there.
Mayor,
Yes, Councilmember Klug.
what would be the classes that would be going on at this facility?
We would like to have a dance class, an art class, maybe like an acting class, something like that.
Mayor,
Yes, Councilmember Crosby.
you said that you want to have students working there. Would the students be running the classes as well, or would we have actual teachers in that particular field?
We would like to have actual teachers for like the art classes and the dance class, but for like the snack shops and stuff, that would probably be run by students.
Mayor,
Yes, Councilmember Tyler.
would this require to hire more employees, or would they be transferred from other schools in the district?
We would like to have our employees to be from the Riverview Community High School, just because it's across the street and it would be easy for them to get there, and they would have at least minimum wage.
Mayor,
Yes, Councilmember Klug.
since there are students working there, what would they be getting paid to work there?
They'd be getting paid minimum wage, which is around $10 to $11.
Mayor,
Yes, Councilmember Crosby.
since we're having students work there, how would it be worked into their schedule? Would they receive credits for doing this?
They would have to have, the classes would be like electives, and I know that at the end of the day, you can have like a job class where you get a credit for that class.
Are there any more questions at this time?
Mayor,
Yes, Councilmember McClinton.
will construction disturb the neighboring areas?
We don't believe so.
Are there any more questions at this time? Do I have a motion to accept?
I motion to accept.
I
The
second.
motion.
The motion to accept was made by Councilmember Klug and seconded by Councilmember Tyler. City Clerk Lane, please take roll for voting now.
Mayor Bach,
Yes.
Councilmember Crosby,
Yes.
Councilmember Esquivel,
Yes.
Councilmember Johnson,
Yes.
Councilmember Klug,
Yes.
Councilmember McClinton,
Yes.
Councilmember Tyler.
Yes.
Motion passed.
The proposal has been passed. We will now hear the next proposal. From the library, a request to replace 20-year-old bookcases.
Mr. Roberts, will you please do your proposal?
Thank you. The cases are getting so old they're actually starting to fall apart.
If we lessen how many books go on each bookcase, we will be able to longen, like, how long they last. Can we make that longer?
Just by treating them right and not having like people just throw stuff on there and just like replacing all parts that are needed to be replaced.
Are there any more questions at this time? Do I have a motion to accept?
I motion to accept.
I second the motion.
The motion to accept was made by Councilmember Klug and seconded by Councilmember Tyler. City Clerk Lane, please take roll on voting at this time.
Councilmember Crosby,
No.
Councilmember Esquivel,
Yes.
Councilmember Johnson,
No.
Councilmember Klug,
Yes.
Councilmember McClinton,
Yes.
Councilmember Tyler,
No.
Mayor Bach.
No.
Motion denied.
The proposal has been denied. We will now hear the next proposal. From Human Resources, a request for a new and more accurate way of using time cards and punch cards with Chronos clocks.
Mr. Dwell, will you please do your proposal?
Thank you for giving me the floor. I'm handwritten time cards with Chronos clocks. The Chronos products is a time and attendance management system. The biometrics are a scan that scans your parts of your thumb, and it will collect the data as he or she punches in, and the thumbprint is unique for each employee, therefore ensuring that the employee is not faking their time into the office.
The floor is now open for discussion.
Mayor?
Yes, Councilmember Crosby. Esquivel, I'm sorry.
You're fine. What happens if the system were to crash?
If the system were to crash, we would have to manually do it by handwritten time cards.
Mayor?
Yes, Councilmember Klug.
How much more efficient will this be rather than having the punch cards?
This will be a lot more efficient. Actually, we won't be using paper because it won't be handwritten, so it will all be on the software, and therefore we won't be able to lose it. So
Mayor?
it would all be online.
Mayor,
Yes, Councilmember Esquivel.
how much will this cost?
By using 7 of the clocks, this will cost $34,873.45.
Mayor?
Yes, Councilmember Tyler.
Is there a way to prevent hacking into the system?
Yes, there is a system in place. A Fireblock system.
Are there any more questions at this time?
Mayor,
Yes, Councilmember Tyler.
will this help increase the number of employees?
Yes, it will.
Mayor?
Yes, Councilmember Klug.
Why is there a need for 8 of them?
Well, they're going to be placed in each of the city buildings, so each of the city buildings will need.
Mayor,
Yes, Councilmember McClinton.
where will this data be kept?
It will be on the Chronos software program, so in a computer.
Are there any more questions at this time?
Mayor,
Yes, Councilmember Johnson.
is this in the budget?
Yes, this is in a budget.
Any more questions from council members?
Mayor,
Yes, Councilmember Crosby.
if it's not a fingerprinting device, how will we know who is who?
Can you repeat that? If it's
So you said like it's not a fingerprinting device. How do we know who is who? Like when they're checking in?
it'll scan the certain parts will tell you who it is. So each person has different parts of their thumb that is unique to themselves. So it doesn't take a scan of their whole thumbprint, but it will take parts of their thumbprint, which is each person has a different kind of thumb, different parts of their thumb that's unique to themselves.
Mayor,
Yes, Councilmember
I
Squivel.
have a question for the city attorney. Is this covered by our insurance?
Yes, it is.
Are there any more questions at this time? Do I have a motion to accept?
I motion to accept.
I second the motion to accept.
The motion to accept was made by Councilmember Squivel and seconded by Councilmember Klug. City Clerk Lane, will you please take roll on voting at this time?
Councilmember Esquivel?
Yes.
Councilmember Johnson?
Yes.
Councilmember Klug?
No.
Councilmember McClinton?
No.
Councilmember Tyler?
No.
Mayor Bach?
Yes.
Councilmember Crosby?
No.
Motion denied.
The proposal has been denied. We will now hear the next proposal. From Public Works, request the approval to make major repairs to the sewer truck.
Ms. Corcus, will you please do your proposal?
The Finance Department is seeking authorization to bid the restoration of tennis courts in Vreeland Park. The engineers estimated between $25,000 and $50,000.
The floor is now open for discussion.
Mayor,
Yes, Councilmember Klug.
after these tennis courts are repaired, how many people will be there daily?
We estimated about 60 people a day in the summer.
Mayor,
Yes, Councilmember Crosby.
what condition are the tennis courts in now?
They are in a very poor shape. and if someone were to fall and have an injury, we would have injury liability.
Mayor,
Yes, Councilmember Tyler.
are these tennis courts used by high school tennis teams, or would it be more for the recreation department?
It'd be more for the recreation department, only because the high school already has their own tennis courts.
Mayor,
Yes, Councilmember Clark.
I have a question for the city attorney. After these courts are fixed, will we be liable if someone gets injured on them?
Yes.
Mayor,
Yes, Councilmember Squivel.
is this in the budget?
Yes.
Are there any more questions at this time?
Mayor,
Yes, Councilmember McClinton.
what will the courts be fixed with?
What is it?
What will the courts be fixed with?
Cement.
Are there any more questions at this time?
Mayor,
Yes, Councilmember Crosby.
what is the courts currently made out of?
Cement.
Any more questions from council members?
Mayor,
Yes, Councilmember Johnson.
how long will this restoration take?
About 6 months.
Any more questions from council members? Do I have a motion to accept?
I motion to accept.
I second the motion.
The motion to accept was made by Councilmember Klug and seconded by Councilmember Tyler. City Clerk Lane, please take roll for voting at this time.
Councilmember Johnson,
Yes.
Councilmember Klug,
Yes.
Councilmember McClinton,
Yes.
Councilmember Tyler,
Yes.
Mayor Bach,
Yes.
Councilmember Crosby,
Yes.
Councilmember Esquivel.
Yes.
Motion passed.
The proposal has been passed. We will now hear the next proposal. From Public Works, request the approval to make major repairs to the sewer truck.
Ms. Sawicki, will you please do your proposal?
Thank you. We are requesting approval to make major repairs to our sewer vector truck. Without these repairs, all of the city's water mains and sewers are at risk of bursting or flooding. This will cost about $18,800.
The floor is now open for discussion.
Mayor,
Yes, Councilmember Klug.
is there a backup truck? And if so, why do we need to fix the current one?
We do have another truck, and we need another because it's very common for more than one pipe to burst at once. And if the one we ignore will cause a lot of damage.
Mayor,
Yes, Councilmember Crosby.
once we fix the truck, is there anything that we can do to prevent it from breaking again?
There will be a warranty on the piece we get, and we have extra money in the budget in case for more repairs.
Mayor,
Yes, Councilmember Tyler.
about how long will it take to make these repairs?
It should only be about a week.
Mayor,
Yes, Councilmember Squivel.
why have we waited so long to repair our sewer trucks?
The part that broke only failed 2 weeks ago, so it was very sudden.
Mayor,
Yes, Councilmember Klug.
is the repair for the truck in the budget?
Yes, we have $23,000 budgeted.
Mayor,
Yes, Councilmember Crosby.
instead of just fixing it, do you think it'll be in our best interest to buy a new truck?
That's something we'd like to do in the future. However, we don't currently have that much money in the budget, and it's very urgent that we have the truck fixed very soon.
Mayor,
Yes, Councilmember Klug.
I have a question for the city attorney. Will this truck and its warranty be covered by our insurance?
Yes, it will be.
Are there any more questions from council members at this time? Do I have a motion to accept?
I motion to accept.
I second the motion.
The motion to accept was made by Councilmember Squivel and seconded by Councilmember Crosby. City Clerk Lane, please take roll for voting at this time.
Councilmember Klug,
Yes.
Councilmember McClinton,
Yes.
Councilmember Tyler,
Yes.
Mayor Bach,
Yes.
Councilmember Crosby,
Yes.
Councilmember Esquivel,
Yes.
Councilmember Johnson.
Yes.
Motion passed.
The motion has been passed. We will now hear the next proposal. From Landfill, request approval to purchase a new water tanker for the purpose of odor control and in case of fire.
Mr. McGovern, will you please do your proposal?
So yes, we are looking to purchase a new water tanker for the purpose of odor, dust, and in case of fire. Because our current model, the Lopez model, is old and unreliable. And we're looking at the Hunter model, which is in top-notch shape, and it will cost $460,000.
The floor is now open for discussion.
Mayor,
Yes.
is this in budget?
Yes.
Mayor,
Yes, Councilmember Tyler.
have we gotten complaints from the citizens of Riverview about the odor?
Yes, especially in the Forest subdivision, we've been getting complaints of the smell, yes.
Mayor,
Yes, Councilmember Klug.
I have a question for the city attorney. Will the insurance cover this new tanker that we need?
Yes, it will.
Are there any more questions at this time? Do I have a motion to accept?
I motion to accept.
I second the motion.
The motion to accept was made by Councilmember Klug and seconded by Councilmember Tyler. City Clerk Lane, please take roll for voting at this time.
Councilmember McClinton,
Yes.
Councilmember Tyler,
Yes.
Mayor Bach,
Yes.
Councilmember Crosby,
Yes.
Councilmember Esquivel,
No.
Councilmember Johnson,
Yes.
Councilmember Klug.
No.
Motion passed.
The proposal is passed. We will now hear the next proposal. From the golf course, request approval to purchase a 5-gang Range Rover with plastic baskets to pick up golf balls on the course.
Mr. Lopez, will you do your proposal, please?
Thank you for the floor. As heard, I am here to request a 5-gang Range Rover with plastic baskets. It will cost approximately $4,524.25. Our old one is used and has been in the shop for the past couple months.
The floor is now open for discussion.
Mayor,
Yes, Councilmember Crosby.
does it need to be a Range Rover?
This is the best model for the best price, so yes.
Mayor,
Yes, Councilmember Tyler.
what is the current system that we use today to pick up the golf balls?
It was another Range Rover, but it's the older model from the 90s.
Mayor,
Yes, Councilmember Squivel.
how much does it cost a month for the gas?
Approximately $150 a month.
Mayor,
Yes, Councilmember Crosby.
is the car insured so that if something happens to it, we can get it fixed and we won't have to pay for it?
I believe so, yes.
Mayor,
Yes, Councilmember Tyler.
will this increase the amount of people we have attending to the golf course?
Most likely, yes, because they'll have a adequate amount of balls to hit.
Mayor,
Yes, Councilmember Johnson.
why is this system better than our current system?
Our current system is out of order, so that anything is really better than our current system.
Mayor, I have a question for the city attorney.
Yes, Councilmember Squivel.
If someone were to get hurt while using this Range Rover, would we be held liable?
Well, if there was a waiver that was formed by the driver and he was to hurt himself or she, then we would not be reliable.
Mayor,
Yes, Councilmember Klug.
will there be a waiver needed to be signed by the driver of this car?
Most likely, this is their job to drive this car, so yes, there is.
Mayor,
Yes, Councilmember McClinton.
who will be allowed to drive this vehicle?
The person hired for this job, it's a specific job to drive this vehicle.
Does the council have any more questions at this time? Do I have a motion to accept?
I motion to accept.
I second that motion.
The motion to accept was made by Councilmember Squivel and seconded by Councilmember Klug. City Clerk Lane, please take roll for voting at this time.
Councilmember Tyler,
No.
Mayor Bach,
No.
Councilmember Crosby,
No.
Councilmember Esquivel,
Yes.
Councilmember Johnson,
Yes.
Councilmember Klug,
No.
Councilmember McClinton.
Yes.
It is a tie. Wait, nope. Motion denied.
Okay, the proposal has been denied. Now that we have heard all proposals, I ask, is there any other official business or school-related discussions to be held?
Mayor,
Yes, Councilmember Klug.
I would like to mention that track regionals are Friday at Milan, as well as tennis regionals on Friday.
Thank you, Councilmember
Mayor.
Klug. Yes, Councilmember Squivel.
Tomorrow is one of JV's girls' last soccer game at home against Taylor Intermediate.
Thank you, Councilmember Squivel.
Mayor,
Yes, Councilmember Tyler.
I would just like to state that I have a concern about the School Board of Education. Since the millage just passed and we have extra money to spend, I was wondering if it would be more possible to spend money on air conditioning in the school system, and if not, to consider putting ceiling fans in the upstairs classrooms.
Mayor,
Yes, Councilmember Crosby.
tomorrow wraps up Mindkind Week. Don't forget to wear your maroon and gold to show your school spirit.
Thank you, Councilmember Crosby.
Mayor,
Yes, Councilmember.
the Riverview High School commencements will be held June 4th at 7 p.m.
Thank you.
Mayor.
Yes, Councilmember Zeal. Or Councilmember Lane.
I did not say anything.
I didn't hear you asked.
Mayor?
Oh, yes.
I would like to say tonight is the seniors' portfolio night, so good luck to everybody.
Mayor,
Yes, Councilmember Tyler.
I would like to state that the Riverview softball, JV, and varsity teams have a doubleheader tomorrow in Wyandotte, and then the varsity team is playing a tournament Saturday in Almont.
Thank you.
Mayor?
Yes.
I'd like to remind all of the freshmen going into sophomore year next year to consider the school's CTE programs, especially our own hosted culinary programs.
Thank you, Mr. Amrosi.
Mayor,
Yes.
I would like to announce that the RCHS rowing team is going to Grand Rapids this weekend for the state championships.
Mayor,
Yes, Councilmember.
I would
Clark.
like to encourage the upcoming freshmen next year to join all the clubs that they can and be involved as much as they can around school.
Mayor,
Yes, Councilmember Crosby.
I'd
Or
like to
Squiffle.
thank City Hall and Miss Lentz for letting us come today and do this.
Yes, thank you, City
second
Hall.
that.
Mayor,
Yes,
I would like to give a shout out to RCHS Choir and Band.
thank you, Mr. McTurner. Any more school-related discussions to be held? Do I have a motion to adjourn?
I motion to adjourn.
I second that motion.
Motion to adjourn was made by Councilmember Tyler and seconded by Councilmember Klug. City Clerk Lane, please take roll for voting at this time.
Mayor Bach?
Yes.
Councilmember Crosby?
Yes.
Councilmember Esquivel?
Yes.
Councilmember Johnson?
Yes.
Councilmember Klug?
Yes.
Councilmember McClinton?
Yes.
Councilmember Tyler?
Yes.
Motion passed.
Meeting is adjourned.